up, everybody? Welcome to the Tuesday night Q&A Hangout, where we're going to talk a little bit of free agency, some Chiefs news. It's a little quieter this week so far, but there's still a lot on the horizon as far as Chris Jones, Sneed, and then, of course, I talked about, or titled this stream, just talking about wanting to process with you guys pending free agents for the Chiefs, who you would like to see back, and then really whatever questions you guys have, we'll go down the rabbit hole and more. But first, hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic on this Tuesday afternoon. It's not afternoon, Tuesday evening. It's been one of those days for me, though. Daniel Akers, thanks so much for the gifted, man. Appreciate that, brother. Hope you're doing just as well as you can be. Daniel Akers, the man who can't, YouTube is against this man. He can't super chat, but he can member. He's the member king. What's up, everybody? Let me zoom in on chat. What's up, Brittany? How's it going? There go the wide receivers. What's up, Nebula? Yeah, I mean, a couple wide receivers got tagged. And then there'll be some available on the free agent market. Mike Evans got a deal done with the Bucs, so he's a Buck. T. Higgins got tagged. Michael Pittman Jr. got tagged. So there are some options, and I talked about that on Twitter today, just asking you guys, or X, whatever it's called, X Twitter. Just asking you guys who's the most realistic free agent for you and why. So we could definitely chat through that as well, 100%. Yeah, we got Sneed is tagged. I mean, that's some news, but we knew that was coming. So he got officially tagged on Monday afternoon, I believe. Sneed is officially franchise tagged and is potentially being shopped around for a trade. We'll kind of see. There's a bit of a mix-up too, because the Chiefs did hit Sneed with the non-exclusive franchise tag. So I've had a lot of comments saying, well, hey, shouldn't the Chiefs be getting 2 first-round picks for Sneed? Well, that's only if a team, from what I understand, offers Sneed an actual deal. If you want to talk about teams just offering to trade for Sneed and then they extend him after the trade happens, that does not mean the Chiefs get 2 first-round picks. That means they get basically the best of what is offered, and it's probably going to be around a second-round pick. Yeah, it's probably going to be around a second-round pick, somewhere right around there. Should we draft Worthy? I mean, he's going to be on the radar. He's fast. He's a little small. But, yeah, I mean, I've seen good things about him. He obviously ran, a 4.21 at the Combine. That's fast. Chiefs need /like speed. I'd almost bet you if they, depending on the wide receivers they bring in this free agency, if they're not bringing in some guy that completely takes a top off speed-wise, they're probably going to go get somebody quick and speedy in the draft. Will it for sure be Worthy? I don't know, but they'll definitely be looking. Yo, Rays fan with the 10 bomb. Let's go, man. Thanks so much for the 10 gifted. Dude, let's go. That's fantastic. Let's go. Calvin Ridley. Yeah, Calvin Ridley is an option. I mean, Darnell Mooney. A lot of people have been talking about him. There's more. Marquise Brown, Rashid Shaheed, Tyler Boyd, Gabe Davis, DJ Chark, McCole Hardman is a free agent. I saw Byron Pringle on that list. There's other names out there. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, because there's definitely some options. I forget about Gabe Davis and how young he is. He's only 24. So that's a young prospect. Nobody that's not a wide receiver 1, in my opinion, but I don't know that the Chiefs necessarily need that. Trade Cole for CeeDee Lamb. I'm not worth that much, dude. I can't get CeeDee Lamb over here. I wish, though. What's up, Soccer for Life? I'm doing good, man. Just hanging out and gearing up for next week, really. That's what's kind of going on. Last week was super busy, but next week is when the new league year starts and all that. Somebody said, I'm confused. You got a gifted membership. Yeah, it lasts for 30 days, and you get access to the badges. You get access to the emojis, the members-only Discord, members-only live stream where we give away signed Chiefs merch. So, heck yeah. What's up, Void? Hey, Cole, I'm a Chargers fan, but I watch you. How do you feel about that? I mean, I'm honored, man. That's the fact that you would watch me being a Chiefs fan and enjoying the content at least somewhat, I mean, that's pretty dope. I like Justin Herbert. Jim Harbaugh is an intriguing hire. So I thought the Chargers were going to be second in the AFC West last year. I was a bit off, but yeah, I'm intrigued to see what happens. Hopefully they stay not, on top like it's been, and the Chiefs remain the king of the West. But I'm definitely intrigued, man. So appreciate the support for sure. The Chiefs are not going to go out and get a big name wide receiver. I mean, there's really no big names in free agency. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, Calvin Ridley's the biggest name out there, and that's not a huge name guy to me. It's just one of the biggest guys available on the market. Calvin Ridley is intriguing. He had a 1,000-yard season. He is 29, though. I mean, I think he's versatile enough where you could bring him in this offense and have some fun with him for sure. You can kind of use him you can use him all around. But he's going to demand a lot of money in free agency. Talking about Calvin Ridley specifically. I mean, are the Chiefs going to want to offer him a 2, 3, 4-year deal, averaging $17-ish million a year? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine on that. I think he's going to get outbid. I think he's going to get paid a little bit more than the Chiefs are going to be comfortable with, but we'll have to see. Cole's worth more than CD? Nah, dude. CD Lamb balling. He balling. Yep. Got to get Jones done first. I mean, that's definitely first priority, 100%. Is Tony going to get cut for more space? Well, the only space you're going to get out of cutting Tony is literally just roster space, because his cap hit this year is $2.5 million, and his dead cap is $2.5 million. So if you cut Tony, you're not saving any money. He's on his rookie deal, the last year of it, year 4. They're not going to pick up his 5th-year option. I'd be very surprised. And yeah, if you cut Tony, you save roster space, not cap space. Not at all. Calvin isn't going to require that money. Well, Spot Track has him. I mean, that's just a market value estimate of about $17.5 million per year over 3 to 4 years. And he's probably the highest or the hottest wide receiver in free agency that's available from a production standpoint. There's some others out there, but Calvin Ridley's going to be one of the highest sought after guys. Now, I don't believe Calvin Ridley has a ring, so maybe he would be intrigued to go chase a 3-peat with Kansas City and catch passes from Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, he's gonna be sought after. I mean, that is for sure. Spot Track. Again, that is an estimated market value. That's not like canon. Who knows what the market will actually be doing for wide receivers next week, but we'll find out very quickly, that's for sure. Yeah, the guys that are franchise tagged, yeah, Pittman, I think Higgins too is non-exclusive. Like, the Chiefs could trade for those guys, but I don't know that they're gonna. Yeah. Yo, James with the 15 months. What's up, dude? Yeah, what's up, bro? Sorry I made you waste your money on that Russell jersey I won. If you let me win another, I might pick a Chiefs jersey. There you go. Come on, man. Join it. Yeah, he's the only non-Chiefs fan that won a jersey on our members-only live stream, and he picked a Russell Wilson jersey because he's a Broncos fan. And Casey, you good? She's chewing on a toy, but it was making funny noises. Okay, have fun. Keep going. I totally got sidetracked. I thought she had the squeaky part of this toy. I thought it was in her mouth, and I was gonna have to go get it out. I was like, no, that's choky. But she's fine. She's just down here chewing. No idea what I was saying. Oh, yeah. He wanted a Russell Wilson jersey, and then Russell is gone. Gonzo. What's up, Jay? Hey, Cole, great show as always. Bro, where do you get all this information? I mean, ESPN reporters have nothing on you. Oh, dude, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you for sharing your craft always from Fort Lauderdale. Thanks, Jay. I mean, information, basically when I prep a video, I just spend hours researching. So I'll be on Twitter, but I'll check. I got a subscription to ESPN Plus, a subscription to The Athletic. I'll kind of surf around and then just think of things like, oh, I know the Chiefs are looking for this or that, or I know like the Chiefsaholic thing or Britt Reed or whatever. I just know things that have happened, and then I'll just go down like rabbit holes of research and then try to give you guys as much value as I can in as quickly as possible, I guess. So I appreciate the kind words. Just trying to get better each and every day and give you guys all the Chiefs info that I can find without being long-winded. I know sometimes my videos get a little long, but I feel like I talk about so much in them that it's okay. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it, man. Cole from Prime Brady. Oh, wait. Cole from Prime Brady, Jerry Rice, and Barry Sanders. Wait, is those the three choices? I'm just going with Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice was incredible. Chris Jones needs to fire Katz Brothers if he wants to be a Chief. We'll see. It seems like signs are pointing towards a deal getting done. Chris Jones and the Chiefs. I'm going to mute this. I need to adjust my mic. I don't want it to. So, yeah, you've really got a week or until next week. So 6 days to get a deal done with Chris Jones, or he's going to hit the open market, and it's going to be like you cut your arm on a surfboard in shark-infested waters and submerge your arm into water and start paddling around. Sharks are coming. There's blood in the water, and they're going to all want Chris Jones. So ideally the Chiefs get a deal done before, because if not, you're wading into the waters of free agency, and you got a lot of hungry teams that are going to really, 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 really want Chris Jones on their team. But if he fires the Katz Brothers, it's fine. I just don't think that's going to happen now. If he did that now, that's going to set them back, in my opinion. What's up, Red? Red Production says trade Sneed for Waddle, Pickens, or Chai T. Higgins. If Pickens, then we get him for a few years and we can finesse a draft pick too. I don't think Pickens was on the Chiefs board, and I think it's a culture fit and character concerns. Not like any. I don't think there was any like major character concerns. I said that was minimal. I think culture fit for the Chiefs. I don't think they want a guy that is going to act like he does sometimes. He's a great receiver, and I would love to have him on the Chiefs, but I just think he wasn't on their board. But the other two, Waddle, I think, Sneed for Waddle is more interesting than the proposed Trent McDuffie for Waddle. Sneed for Waddle is interesting. Waddle's on the last year of his deal. Pretty big cap hit, though. Higgins, I think he's going to be a Bengal, but that's intriguing, too. I don't know. The question is, how bad does... Well, I think the Dolphins definitely need some defensive backs. I'm not sure about the Steelers off the top of my head. I think the Bengals do, too. I'm open to any of those if the teams will play ball with each other and they can work something out. I'm not opposed. Madman's okay, yeah, let's talk about this a little bit. Who are some of the top pending free agents for the Chiefs that you want to see brought back? There's about 25 names. The biggest ones are obviously, we're getting some clarity on them. That's Chris Jones. A deal is hopefully trending towards getting done. L'Jarius Sneed, he's been tagged and will more than likely get traded, although he could play on the tag this year if no real deal materializes out of that. Or they could get him signed to a long-term deal. I think he's probably getting traded. But those are the two big ones. But then Madman Terry said, we need to bring back Tranquil. I think he knows the value of the Chiefs and would be willing to take a decent deal. Also love the offseason content so far. Dude, thanks so much, man. Yeah, Drew Tranquil is one to watch. I put Drew Tranquil on the thumbnail of this video and Mecole Hardman. Mecole Hardman is a potentially intriguing free agent wide receiver to bring back in my eyes if they are not going to have Kadarius Toney around, or if they think he's going to be injured most of the season again. Mecole Hardman, he's got his role on the offense. Love it or hate it, he can function in this offense in his capacity, and he can return punts and kicks. He's proven to be able to do that. I'm open to a Mecole Hardman return, not as a prominent, that you signed Mecole Hardman, there's your free agent wide receiver, now let's just head to the draft. No, if you bring back Mecole Hardman on a cheap deal, you've got to go get somebody else. You've got to go get somebody like whoever, Darnell Mooney, Marquise Brown. Like, you probably need to also bring in a vet. Mecole's a vet, but just a more prominent wide receiver threat of a vet than Mecole, even though, hey, he's fast, he can take the top off, you can use him. But, yeah, I'm not opposed to somebody like Mecole. Drew Tranquil, would love to have him back. Chris Jones, obviously, on the offensive side of the ball. Nick Allegretti wants a full-time spot, but if they can bring him back, like if Nick Allegretti doesn't get offered a deal to a team that he knows he's going to get full-time playing time, why not come back to the Chiefs where he's loved and he will get playing time as soon as there's injury? It's not if, but when on the O-line, and he's pretty much the next man up in the interior trio. You know, he could play center, right guard, left guard. You can kick him out, I guess, if you had to, but they probably have some other options for that, including Wanye Morris. But yeah, those are definitely a few. Jerick McKinnon, I would kind of like to see back, but he is getting older. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs opt for somebody a little bit younger. It's got a little bit more pep in their step. I mean, McKinnon is awesome. And if McKinnon is one of those guys that gets signed around training camp, like a super late addition, I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't even mind it. But they've got to refresh the running back room a little bit too with McKinnon and his age, and then CEH is a free agent. Those are some that I would like to see back. Would love to hear your thoughts on just pending free agents for the Chiefs you would love to see brought back. Somebody said Mike Edwards. I do like that. He's very good in his role, kind of as the third safety. He got abused a little bit when he had to step in when there were more injuries back there after Brian Cook got injured. But he does play his role pretty well, and he knows the system and has shown he can function in it. So I would love Edwards back. Charlie said, when do you think they will start looking to extend Creed, Bolton, and Smith? Well, they could start talking in January, but they had their deep postseason run and won the Super Bowl. So they can start talking now. Hopefully they've already been negotiating, and I would love to see a couple of those guys, at least one of them, get a deal done here sooner rather than later. Your guess is as good as mine on their priority. I would think Creed, then Bolton, then Trey Smith. But if you want to say Bolton, then Creed, then Trey, okay. But I'd love to see them lock up at least one of those three here before too long. Like if we got on Twitter in the next, or X, whatever, the next couple of days, and we saw one of those guys got extended, that would be kind of ideal. But they can start talking to him now. So hopefully they do, really. Will Mahomes have be a lifelong Chiefs guy or go to a second team like Brady? No idea. I mean, I would think he's a lifelong Chiefs guy, but, 7-10 years down the road, you never really know what could happen. Never really know. Tyler Lockett, I think he's not a free agent, but he is a cap casualty guy that the Chiefs could potentially get. Did we already talk about the draft? Not really. I'm not even really a draft guy, but we could talk positions of need in the draft here. Mid-March, as it gets a little closer to April, is when we'll start rolling out a little bit more draft content here on the channel. Not a ton, but enough to be dangerous with. I'll definitely look at all, the main guys who are getting mocked to the Chiefs quite a bit. And then once free agency starts to progress, and we're like, okay, hey, they made several staple free agency signings at this position, this one, and this one. So based on that, we can then look a little bit more seriously at the draft and say, okay, they definitely are going to need most likely this position, this position, this position. Here's the draft picks that they have, and then here's the potential guys that they could get depending on the round that they end up selecting them. That's when I'll kind of start going a little bit deeper into the draft. You hope Willie Gay stays? That's a pending free agent that thinks he's gone. Willie Gay Jr. has made a couple of comments on social media during the playoff run. Hey, I think I played my last game at Arrowhead. Basically, it's been a hell of a ride. Appreciate Chiefs Kingdom. I'm summarizing, paraphrasing. But then he shared something after the Super Bowl win and said it's been great. What did he say? His nickname, Juice Man Out? Is that what he said? Something like that. Carla said, did you watch the Combine? I just watched the highlights. I didn't have it on. Like I wasn't watching guys just run their drills on repeat or anything. Yeah, but I did watch the highlights and stuff. The injury bug hasn't really bit us. That's the worry. I mean, hopefully KC. Sorry. Where are you, dog? Casey? Oh, you're right there. You're good. Your name made me think of my dog, and I didn't see her. I'm like, where are you? Yeah, the Chiefs have, fortunately, even though these NFLPA surveys keep ranking the Chiefs trainers and staff and all that pretty low as far as quality of care, they have been staying healthy on all these these deep postseason runs. Casey, I'm gonna move the chair. Okay. Yeah, they've been able to stay healthy on these deep postseason runs, which has worked in their favor. I mean, think about in the playoffs when they played the Dolphins, they had like a makeshift D line. They were bringing in Justin Houston off the couch. Somebody else right off the couch too. Another older guy. Then they played the Bills, who were a little bit beat up on the defensive side of the ball too, and Chiefs managed to stay pretty healthy. So yeah, that's a big factor in these late in the season, deep playoff runs, like the ability to stay healthy or you hope to stay healthy, but then also they've talked about this. Brett Veach has talked about it even recently at the combine. The amount he stresses having valuable depth. Think about 3 pieces that the Chiefs signed last year, specifically on the defensive side of the ball that stepped up. Drew Tranquill stepped in for Nick Bolton. Mike Edwards stepped in for Brian Cook. Charles Omenihu had half a season and some standout performances in the postseason as well before he tore his ACL. He did miss 6 weeks of the season due to suspension, but those were 3 really key signings on the defensive side of the ball. Donovan Smith was another one on offense that, he wasn't like insanely great, but he was a serviceable left tackle, especially for a few $1 million. But yeah, depth is very important as well. Like if you can't stay healthy, having that valuable depth is just as important. Do you think the Chiefs will have a better record for the regular season? What did they finish, guys, last year? 10 and what did they lose? Did they lose 5? Were they 11 and? Just let me look it up. Chiefs record 2023. They were 11 and 6. Ultimately the record doesn't matter. They make it back to the playoffs. This is the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career in the regular season that they've lost more than 5 games since he became the starter. They lost 6, but again, they won the Super Bowl. So does any of us care? Right? Looking back now, knowing they won the Super Bowl, none of us are like, oh man, they lost 6 games. Like in the moment, we were freaking out a little bit when they were losing games late down the stretch, struggling offensively, but it doesn't matter now, right? As long as they can get to the playoffs, that's it. Don't tell Ballooned about the coffee. Where's Ballooned? Ballooned, I think you won the coffee in the members only live stream, but you weren't there, man. I had to roll another one. Nick Wright subtly gave the Chiefs a round 1 pick yesterday, and Lad McConkey, yeah, the fellow Irishman, pretty sure his last name is Irish. I said I'm in. He's holding it down for the Irish. Let's go. We'll take it. I'd be curious to see how the wide receiver board falls in the first round and if the Chiefs are actually going for a wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like, are they aiming for a wide receiver in the first round? If the right guy falls to them, they probably will. Or do you use a little bit of Sneed draft capital if you do get a trade out of him for a pick or 2 and trade up and go get somebody? We'll definitely have to see how free agency goes, but I'm definitely intrigued to see that. Out of the Texas receivers, give me Worthy for a smaller guy. He fights for the ball. Adonai is a jump ball guy. Chiefs don't throw. Yeah, from what I've seen from Worthy, because I've just really started kind of digging into the draft stuff a little bit more, he is, for the smaller guy that he is, he doesn't seem like, again, we're watching college tape, but he doesn't seem like he's bullied. And don't mind it. First round take on offensive tackle. Yeah, if you're not getting somebody in free agency and if the Chiefs aren't happy with where they are on their offensive line and the not a right tackle, but the right offensive tackle falls far enough, or they're able to go up into the early 20s and get somebody that they like, I can see him getting a tackle. It's not a sexy pick, but more important than anything, in my opinion, you want to protect the blind side of Patrick Mahomes. Like, first and foremost, if Patrick Mahomes goes down, the ship sinks. You can get you can get Blaine Gabbert or whoever QB2 is, which he could be a pending free agent to bring back. Blaine Gabbert, I'm fine with that. If they want to roll with somebody else, that's cool too. But if Mahomes is hurt, like, what is it? They could still probably manage for a few games or more. They've done it several times with the backup QB, but like a season-long thing, like no. So you want to do all you can to protect Patrick Mahomes and keep him healthy, 100%. Somebody said we need Xavier Worthy. I mean, I'm not opposed to it by any means. He's a fast dude, especially terrible connection. Are you talking about me? Like my audio or something? Might be your Walmart connection, because it ain't me. I mean, Xavier Worthy's super fast to take the top off for sure, and you're losing a guy who can do that in MVS, and he's faster than MVS. So, that's a real deep threat too. Will you do a Chiefs mock draft? Yeah. I mean, not like now, but we'll probably do a couple for sure. We'll do some drafts, maybe some mock drafts where you guys help me pick. We'll kind of vote, and we'll do them live. Like a 3-round mock or something. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, I know. Jack, that's what I'm saying. He's little, dude. He said, I can't get over Worthy weighing 165 pounds. Yeah, he's 6 foot, 165, and I'm not in shape, guys. Like, I've lost muscle due to my injuries, and I've got to get my knee cleaned up here soon, too. We're trying to get that done within the next couple of months. I've got a torn meniscus in my knee that's been bothering me pretty bad. And I'm saying all that to say I'm 6'2", 177, 170, near 180. And Worthy is 6 foot, 165. He's obviously in better shape than me, but that's pretty little, dude. I mean, that is a worry for sure. Yo, Derek D with a 20 bomb. Let's go, man. Appreciate that. Evening, Colt. Have you ever thought about making Chiefs mini documentaries similar to Perna's Balls Deep video? There's lots of new fans due to the dynasty. Very little Chiefs content from before the Mahomes era. Yeah, in the offseason, I have some ideas. I do have some ideas. Me and Troy have been brainstorming actually some stuff. So there's some definite like legends that would be worth talking about and highlighting and documenting. And I would definitely love to cover one of my favorite running backs of all time in a more serious video. So, yeah, that's definitely something we've discussed, Derek. Thanks so much for the 20. The priority on this channel is always keeping you guys up to date and in the know with all things Chiefs. But there's going to be a couple dry spots here in the offseason where it would be fun to start working on a Chiefs documentary on just specific players of the past. I actually love that idea. One thing we are working on right now, it's not a documentary, but we're working on it now. It's an entire recap of the entire 2023 Chiefs season. So we're going to go week by week, all the main highlights of those games, key takeaways as far as injuries go or things that happened, like, Minihue returning from suspension or Chris Jones holding out week 1, and just do a recap of the entire season from week 1 all the way to the Super Bowl win. It'll probably be like a 25, 30-minute video, but we are working on that as well, trying to just bring some extra content in the offseason. How did you tear your meniscus? It was just I think it's just like a wear and tear thing. I trained in Taekwondo for like 12 years, so that's really where I think the wear and tear came from. Yeah, Devontae Smith is the same, and that's why, is he the exact same height and weight? I mean, he's little, but dude, Devontae Smith, he's been effective. Yeah, he's 6 foot 170. So I've kind of seen it go both ways. Like when people talk about him, some are like so concerned. They're like, nah, the Chiefs should stay clear away from him. But I've seen a couple people talk about Devontae Smith in comparison to him just size-wise, but I just looked it up just now. I didn't realize they were the exact same height and weight, which is impressive. I mean, Devontae does look pretty small out there, but he's shown that he can be effective. So if the Chiefs are high enough on him and Xavier Worthy is there and available, I'm sure they kick the tires on the idea at least. McConkey. What about him? How am I just figuring out who you're talking about when you say Waffle Mod? Oh, yeah, Waffle. Lego. Where's he at? Devontae Smith was a Heisman and way better prospect. We can't compare the two. No, not a direct comparison to the player they are. Just talking, literally size. Same size. Super Bowl episode of the franchise comes out March 12th. Yeah, that's going to be a banger. That's in a week. That's in a week. Cole knocks people out in his off time. I'm retired. But I used to train. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, I still appreciate the art of fighting because of that. Do you know what wide receivers we might get? Hold on a second. Okay, wide receivers we might get. I mean, if you're talking just free agency, I mean, Darnell Mooney has been talked about quite a bit. I know Marquise Brown is somebody out there. Obviously, Calvin Ridley is one of the higher available free agent guys. I mean, I'd be curious to see who you guys think. There's quite a bit. I just don't know. There's Gabe Davis, DJ Chark, Rashid Shaheed is another one, Tyler Boyd. I mean, there's several names out there that could be, potentially available for the Chiefs. None of those guys are like, that's not Mike Evans or anything like that, but like some of them could definitely move the needle a little bit in the wide receiver room. Yo, Austin Sovereigns. And it came out as Austin's. I don't know why. He said, have you heard about Chris Jones and what they're going to do with him yet? Well, Austin, thanks for the 5-bomb. That's your first super on a stream. Appreciate that. I mean, basically, all the reports right now about Chris Jones are that the Chiefs and his representatives are in negotiations. They picked up where they left off last offseason, and there is optimism around the league that a deal does get done. Matt Derrick of Chiefs Digest, he is a beat reporter for the Chiefs. He's fairly optimistic as well at this point in time, but again, we were all optimistic last offseason as well and said, oh, it's okay as long as they get a deal done by this date. Or as long as they get a deal done by this date, an extension's going to happen. Or this date. Well, time just kept going, and that is something they do not have this offseason. You do not have time on your side with Chris Jones because if you don't get a deal done before March 11th, he can walk into free agency, or his agents rather, can then start negotiating with other teams and seeing what's out there. So the Chiefs have 6 days, get it done. I mean, it's just there's optimism a deal gets done, but that's about it at this point in time. I mean, I've got 11 notifications on Twitter, so let me make sure nothing happened. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Jason Kelce yesterday in his presser, he was wearing flip-flops and he had his feet taped like he was playing in a game. And people are like, well, why did he have his feet taped? What the heck is wrong with him? Well, it turns out that he let his athletic trainer tape his ankles for his retirement press conference because he missed his last game in Tampa due to chemo. What a guy Jason Kelce is. I saw this floating around, but I think it's an Instagram post from the trainer. It's a whole long post about it. But if you're wondering why Jason Kelce's ankles were taped during his retirement speech, that's incredible. That's really cool. Jason's retirement speech, guys, was emotional. I don't know if you guys watched that, but I was choking up the whole time. Yeah, Julia said, I'm still recovering from Jason Kelce's retirement announcement. Yeah, no, same. That was pretty emotional. Very well. It was very well done and put together, but yeah, seeing Travis there with his family and everybody crying, oh man. Hey Cole, if we do move Sneed, when do you think we will do so? So when it comes to Sneed, you don't have to get something done as quickly as Chris Jones. Like, you have a little bit of time with Sneed, and honestly, it could just be days before the draft or even a trade during the draft. That's cutting it a little close, in my opinion, if that's what the Chiefs are going to try to do, is trade L'Jarius Sneed for draft capital. But, I mean, you've got till the end of April, mid-April. You've got time with Sneed. Now, the longer you wait and the more cornerbacks and defensive backs get signed in free agency, could drive his demand down a little bit. But you've got more time with Sneed than that you do. I can't even talk. You have more time to get something done, work something out with Sneed and another team via a trade than you do trying to get something done with Chris Jones before the league new year. Yo, Ice to the house with a 1 month. Let's go, dude. Said hello, Chiefs Kingdom. What's up, Cole? What's up, man? Hope you're doing fantastic. Appreciate the membership. Let's go. Appreciate the support. Jason is what all of us guys wish we were. Facts, Eric. He's freaking awesome, dude. Think we will keep Winchester. That's another pending free agent that is kind of under the radar just because of his position. I mean, one of the oldest guys on the team. He's 34, 35. If he wants to keep playing, I don't really see why the Chiefs don't keep him around. I mean, as long as it's somewhat affordable, which it probably will be, but as long as Winchester doesn't want to hang it up and his performance, isn't taking a huge dip or anything like that, which I don't think it was. I mean, look at Harrison Butker, and I mean, that's Winchester to Townsend as the placeholder to Butker kicking, and Butker was phenomenal last year. So yeah, Winchester would be great. If they can get a deal done with him, I would do it. It's probably going to be a 1 year. As long as he doesn't want to hang it up, I would think he's back. He wore tennis shoes to the Cavs game. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, good question about Winchester because he's another pending free agent. Yep. Yo, what's up, Buzzard? Thanks so much for the $1 bill, brother. Let's go, dude. Chris Jones, $30 million a year, over or under? Well, I think Chris wants over and the Chiefs want under. So the question is, what will end up happening when it's all said and done? And honestly, I think just some of it's going to come into guarantees because the Chiefs can offer Chris Jones over $30 million a year, but the guarantees are lacking. That kind of sets up like a dummy year. And with that dummy year and the out, it could take his averages way lower than Chris Jones is comfortable with. So he might settle for a little bit more average per year for more guaranteed money. 28, 29, 30. Wouldn't be surprised if it's somewhere around there. If it's over $30 million a year, I would be more surprised. But if that's what they do, then they really want him around. That's tough. Is there any benefit to restructuring Kelce to free cash this year? I mean, you could restructure him a little bit. If I go to, what do I want to look at? Chiefs cap hits, maybe. You could restructure Kelce a little. I want to look at the players with the most cap hit this year. And I'm not a contract expert, but I do know that you can kind of move some people around as far as, so let's see. I just want to go, what do I want to look at? Cap hit. So the biggest cap hits right now, obviously next year, which is 2024, so it's already this year, but Mahomes, Tooney, Jawan, Sneed with the tag. If that stays, we'll see, but it will if he's not traded ASAP here. Kelce. I mean, I would think if you want to restructure somebody, you could extend Justin Reed. You could get his cap hit down. You could, Creed Humphrey, if you extended him, his cap hit might take a couple $1 million dip. But I don't know that you can touch Taylor yet. It might be too early, but Joe Tooney is another one you could restructure and free up some cap space. Obviously, Mahomes as well. Kelce has a little bit of room. But as you could see there, it was definitely a little bit lower. You've got room. You could push it. But they've already done that a couple times, so his cap hit next year is already $19 million. And Tooney, let's see if that'll go right back. Yeah, Tooney, I hope his health is all right. Dead cap's $21 million. That's a lot. But yeah, you can do a little bit, free up some money. They got some ways that they can. Juwan Taylor, OMG. How much per penalty? A lot, Smoking. Oh, man, a lot. Do you think Mahomes will cook something special for Antonio Pierce? Oh, for Mahomes, Jordan Rules comment? I don't know if Mahomes is worried about the Raiders right now. They obviously have a huge focus and emphasis on the AFC West opponents, but I wasn't that bothered by it. Maybe I should be. Antonio Pierce is like a player's coach. Like he's not a PR guy. So he's probably saying stuff that coaches are normally saying behind the scenes. But yeah, hopefully he didn't mean anything malicious by that. I don't think he did. I don't know if Mahomes will have anything ready for it, but Mahomes keeps receipts. We know it. Yeah, got to keep Justin. He's a rock. Yeah, Justin Reed's been playing well. I don't see why they don't keep him around. How old is he? He's like 27, 26. Justin Reed age. He's 27. He just turned 27 actually in February. So, just remember, Raiders are focused on winners, not championships. You got a nice beard, homie. Dude, thank you. Would I ever take my beard off? I don't know, dude. I don't know. It would take a lot to do that. Minihue is somebody you could restructure, but he's on the last year of his deal, so you'd have to extend him, is what you'd really have to do. You'd have to extend him. You can. I don't know if the Chiefs want to extend a player that's coming off of an ACL injury, but we'll have to see. He's a surprise cut candidate, but I don't even know that they do that. They might just keep him on this year, see how he does, and then revisit and renegotiate come next offseason, but we'll see. Emperor said, have you talked about Drew Tranquil yet? Yeah, briefly, we just said that he would be one that I would love to see back. I mean, he could play all linebacker positions. He stepped in for Nick Bolton. The defense didn't skip a beat. You can't bring him and Gay back, but especially when you have like Leo Chanel, you got Cam Jones stepping up. Casey's running to the top of the stairs. Danny, is that you? Okay, just making sure. Danny was getting the dog, but my door was shut, so I was like, why is she running up there? But yeah, Drew Tranquil. He was like, out of all the guys on this list, I mean, that's why I did put him on the thumbnail of this video. I would love to see Drew Tranquil back. McCole, I'm open to it, but Drew Tranquil for me is like, dude, if you can figure out how to bring him back, I would love to see it. I think he's a great worker, fits the system really well. Drew or Gay? Oh, man. If I just had to pick one, I think my heart says Willie Gay just because he's been here his entire rookie year and we've seen him grow and kind of become the player that he is today. But I think my head says Tranquil. So heart says Gay. Head says Tranquil. Just Tranquil, him being a converted safety, his ability to, drop back into coverage, but he's quick enough that he can blitz. Like I just love Tranquil and his play style. Now, Willie Gay is the most athletic linebacker on the team last year, and he's incredible as well. I'm just saying if I had to pick one of the two, I'm probably rolling with Tranquil. Although, Scott's laughing. I was laughing when I said that too. If I just had to pick one, I'm probably picking Tranquil. Yeah. Jamal Charles. Wait, what are we saying? Oh, JC Carly, UDFA Adams. Oh, okay, dude. I don't know why I said Jamal Charles. I'm tripping. Safety at 230 pounds could be a hybrid linebacker to replace Willie. That's another thing too. These UDFAs will slip in under the radar. Jack said, if you're building out running back depth, assuming CEH and Jet are out of the picture, do you go high free agency or low draft late? Oh. Yeah, I mean, running back's an intriguing need too. I mean, a lot of people are talking about wide receivers. But dude, the running back room outside of Pacheco, you've got Deneric Prince on the roster, LaMichael Pirine, Keontae Ingram. You've got a few guys. But there's some intriguing running backs available. You go get Saquon. They're not paying Saquon money. There's no way. Yeah, I'd be intrigued to see. I saw Josh Jacobs getting it's not officially it's not like official rumors to the Chiefs, but he's been brought up as a potential landing spot with the Chiefs. Like Josh Jacobs could be in KC. He's not who he once was, but for an affordable deal, he's a dual threat guy that still has some gas left in the tank, in my opinion. So I don't know if I had to pick. I mean, you might need to do both. You might need to get a guy. I mean, you might be picking up another UDFA, to be honest. Their starting running back is a 7th round draft pick. But I would think they bring in a guy in free agency, but I don't know. Like if you're saying if I have to pick high free agency or low. Okay, just high or low. I mean, you might go both. Or they're high enough on like LaMichael Pirine or somebody that's already on the roster. Or there is Deneric Prince. He got a lot of hype last offseason. Deneric Prince could be a guy they think could step up. Yeah, it's tough to know. As fans, we're on the outside looking in. We're not seeing the full picture, but definitely trying our best to guess it. Why do you guys want to move on from Pacheco? Nobody wants to move on from Pacheco. You just need more than just Pacheco. Yeah. Josh Jacobs might be expensive. There's kind of a lot of running backs out there on the market, and the running back market right now is shite. Not good. So you could get one of those guys on a more of an affordable deal just because there's kind of a lot of them. Sneed for Devontae Smith would be a good trade. All right, sign me up. I don't know Devontae Smith's contract details or anything, but okay. Fantastic. Yo, what's up, Susie? Went to dinner to celebrate your son's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your son. Hopefully you guys had a great birthday dinner. Kareem Hunt is 99.9% unlikely to ever be a Chief again. Yeah, probably not, but he is a free agent as well. Is the tush push done with Kelce retiring? I don't know if it'll be as effective. When is the video about the wide receivers coming? Ask Chiefs for Life. I've actually been working on that. It might be tomorrow's video. At least a segment in tomorrow's video looking at free agent wide receivers. Probably so. I think it'd be a good time to do it. We've got to do it this week because free agency is next week. So, yo, what's up? I always see you in here and I suck at pronouncing your name, but I always appreciate your thoughts and input, man. He said, I can't believe Chiefs fans don't think Sneed is worth keeping. I mean, dude, I would love it if they can keep Sneed. It's just kind of like we're looking at the writing on the wall. And if the Chiefs are tagging him to shop him for a trade, you know, it's like, well, okay, let's talk about that and explore the options of what a trade could look like. But the problem is, you know, it's reported that he could be getting a deal offered by a team that needs a cornerback super badly, a shutdown corner. He could be getting offered over $20 million a year. And if Sneed's like, yo, send me there, you know, the Chiefs are going to, like, they can't do over $20 million a year if they're going to pay Chris Jones 30. They just can't do it. I don't think, you know, there's ways around it, but I just don't think they will. So, it's not so much that I want Sneed gone. I would love to keep both, but just looking at the reality of making tough decisions and it's trending that Sneed is going to be shopped for a trade and most likely gone. Now, something they might not be able to get, you know, for, let's just say they don't get enough bites. Maybe the Chiefs opt to keep him and he plays on the tag for a year. I don't think that's what they want to do. I think they would love to see him get paid, but I'm not sleeping on Sneed, man. He got slept on all offseason long, and I love what Sneed brings to the table for the Chiefs. He sadly can't keep everybody, and you do have Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson, Joshua Williams, Nick Jones, Shamari Connor, Bryant. Like, you got a bunch of guys in the secondary, especially Trent McDuffie and Dave Merritt, the defensive backs coach, that can continue raising guys up and developing them. And then you have Brett Veach and his scouts and their ability to draft DBs late in the draft. None of those guys are Sneed. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying if you've got McDuffie, Dave Merritt, and a bunch of guys that you can plug and play and kind of just develop and keep raising them up as well, that makes the loss of Sneed a bit more bearable, but it still sucks to see him go. Sneed is a top 10 cornerback. I really hope he stays. Yeah, man. I mean, the Chiefs just don't a lot of times pay DBs second contracts. I mean, they did for Eric Berry, and who else? I mean, it hasn't been many. Eric Berry was the last one. Yeah, that's a great question. Carla said, will other teams be concerned about L'Jarius Sneed's injury history? Talking about his knee, probably his knee mainly, but his calf. He has had a few concussions. I do think that will play a little bit of a role and factor in Sneed. I don't think it's going to be a major issue. I still think he'll get multiple offers from probably several teams, but they will want to look at that knee. I mean, remember, L'Jarius Sneed didn't participate in OTAs. He didn't participate in a lot of training camp. He didn't participate in preseason. This is something that teams look at. They research that. They look into it before they're going to give a guy $20+ million a year. They're definitely going to look into that. So I do think there is a little bit of concern, but I don't think the knee issue is as bad, or it's so bad that it's going to prevent Sneed from signing a long-term deal somewhere. Do you guys agree with that, or you think I'm a bit off there? Let me know in the comments. Chiefs signed a bunch of players to huge contracts. They hurt teams' future in keeping players that made them winners. Let me read that one more time, Joe. Chiefs signed a bunch of players to huge contracts. They hurt teams' future in keeping players that made them winners. I'm struggling with that. I mean, they probably want to sign everybody. But yeah, if you sign too many people to big contracts, it does hurt the team's future. But then it's like, it's just I think that's what's so tough about the NFL, guys. It is a business, but then it's like, well, you want to show loyalty and respect to the players that help win you championships, right? But you just can't pay everybody, and sadly, you've got to make tough decisions. And I'm just glad I'm not Brett Veach or a higher up person on any NFL team, because you got to make those. It is cutthroat. I was going to say it's not, but it kind of is a cutthroat business. You don't have to do it rudely, but it is cutthroat. Great script next season. Jason Kelce signs as Casey's coach. Humphrey injury near season's end. Jason steps in as the center, wins Super Bowl with the tush push. Oh my gosh, Mick. Hey, submit that. Submit that. No, you're right, but I believe in keeping Chris Jones and Sneed. However, I would love them to re-sign Drew Tranquil. He was amazing this season. Hey, dude, if they could, I understand, the cap went up. You can pull the lever on Mahomes' contract if you want. I would love for them to get a long-term deal done with Sneed and Jones. I just don't know that they can do that. And then look at all the other needs that they need as well. They did let go of MVS. That saves $12 million. The cap went up higher than they thought. There is some room. You could get it done. Talking about both Sneed and Jones. I'm not sure, man. You've got a bunch of other needs too. Running back, left tackle, unless that's Wanye Morris. You could look at this stuff in the draft too, but wide receiver room. You do have a linebacker needs as well. So D-line needs. I mean, you've got Chris Jones, but then I think Mike Dana is a free agent. Turk Wharton is a free agent. And then Derek Nottie is a free agent. So there's a lot of needs. 100%. Are we getting Justin Jefferson? I mean, I give that like a 2% chance, but if it happened, I would not complain. But you'd have to give up the farm for Justin Jefferson and then sign him to an extension worth $32 million a year probably. Yo, what's up, Trevor? So I don't think that's very likely, in my opinion. No. Working for a private business is cutthroat. It's not a government job. It is cutthroat, man. Will you ever make a mock draft video? Yeah, we'll definitely start doing some draft stuff here about probably a month out from the draft, later in March, April. I don't claim to be a draft expert. I'm just literally not. But I do start studying, and we'll talk more about draft stuff as it gets a little bit closer. I want to get through the early wave of free agency and the new league year next week and make sure to cover all the breaking news with that. And then we'll kind of use those pieces of, okay, look, the Chiefs signed this, and this position. So we'll start looking at other positions of need in the draft, players that are often mocked to the Chiefs. And we could probably do some mocks, but I don't know that I would be confident enough to do more than a 2 or 3 round mock, by myself with your guys' help. Couldn't do no 7-round mocks. You're going to have to go to KCSN, all chiefed up, somebody that really studies the draft a lot more than me. Can you make a video on possibly getting Mike Evans? Well, he signed a 2-year deal with the Bucs, so it's over. The Mike Evans dream is dead. Done. Love Dog said, I'm kind of interested to see what running backs the Chiefs are interested in with the market doing what it is and a good draft class too. Yeah, I need to look more into some pending, or not pending, just some running backs that are hitting the market, because I'll be intrigued to see as well. I did see there's Barkley's not getting franchise tagged. There's another running back that's not getting franchise tagged. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head, but yeah, there's some intriguing ones out there. 100%. Dalvin Cook, I don't know. I mean, if you want to bring him in, okay. I understand he had 4 1,000-yard seasons in a row, but last year was like a weird season for him. Yeah, no backs got tagged, but there was two that I was really keeping my eye, like a lot of the league was keeping their eyes on. Was it just Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley? I thought it was one more guy. Kamara. He didn't get tagged? Is he a free agent? Not going to lie, super happy Mike Evans' deal got done quick. Now we don't have to spend the whole offseason dreaming about what if. Yeah. I was glad. Yeah, Eckler might have been the other one. Dang, I don't remember. Saquon was a big one, though. Yeah, I'm glad Mike Evans got his deal done. Okay, Josh Jacobs and Derrick Henry. There you go. It has to be Henry. It was just talked about this week. Somebody said, have we got rid of Tony yet? No. Tony's under contract, and honestly, $2.5 million cap hit, and all of that's dead cap, too. So you either just cut your ties and lose $2.5 million, or you think, hey, the relationship is still there. We think we can get a little bit out of Tony next season on the last year of his rookie deal, and we're going to roll with him. Your guess is as good as mine right now. What the Chiefs end up doing, I can tell you right now, there's no way they were a fan of his Instagram rant. Is that enough for them to be like, nah, you're done? I don't know about that, because if you listen to Tony afterwards in the Super Bowl lead up, like media presser that he did, like he seemed apologetic, basically said he regrets saying that. Basically regrets like making a live stream and doing that, but it's not the first time he's done it. So I don't know about Tony, man. I just really don't know. Yo, what's up, Disco? You think Xavier Worthy is going to be drafted by the Chiefs? I mean, maybe. I kind of wonder if, because of him running the fastest combine 40 time, if his stock goes up high enough to where some team just takes a flyer on him a little bit earlier than the Chiefs would be able to get him. It's not impossible that he lands on the Chiefs, but it may not be likely, just kind of depending. Cut ties like Denver did. I mean, hey, $2.5 million is nothing if you just want to cut ties. I mean, the Broncos cut ties with Russell Wilson, and they owe him $85 million in dead money over the next 2 seasons. $85 million to Russell Wilson. That is a god-awful situation there. Yeah, it is insane, Delirium. It really is insane. Young Joker's mind is different. Yeah, I mean, he kind of just does his own thing, says what he feels, but you gotta be a little bit more strategic than that. Were these hands improved this season still not good enough? Russ makes a penny off of every great value item. Dude, it's insane. That's one of the worst trade/extension like combos in NFL history. It's got to be top 3. Let's ride that clip of Cole's never gets old. Let's ride. I don't have that anymore right now. I don't know where that is. Kelce Coleman or Eddie Mitchell would be awesome, says Infinity. Adonai. I like saying his name. It's kind of lit. Let's see. Pay Jones and Sneed if we can afford him too. Yeah. I mean, if you could do both, let's get it done. If you can do it. I just don't know that they can do that and handle the rest of the needs on the team. I mean, obviously you could make things happen with restructures and stuff, but it's going to be tough. Let's Ride clip probably exists on the internet someplace. Yeah. We had one specifically that we used on here a lot. It was, who was it? Keenan Allen doing Let's Ride. It was pretty funny. Restructure Pat, release Charles. I mean, you could do that. Save some money. How much cap is left for free agents? I need to get back with you on that because with them franchise tagging L'Jarius Sneed, I believe that hit is now going to affect the Chiefs' cap space. Obviously, if they trade him, that'll come off, but I need to get back with you on that. Somebody in chat might know, but it's going to be, I mean, you freed up, $12 million with MVS. You got about $8 million more than expected with the cap that rose from 2023 to 2024, but then you tag Sneed for 19 19.8. Is Tony going to get cut for more space? I mean, roster space, maybe, but not cap space. He's $2.5 million is what is owed to him this year, and it's all dead money. You cut him, you lose it, but you can. Cap is not my strong suit. Dude, as much as I study, I'm still sometimes lost. Like, I've been trying. This is my third year running the channel in the off season, and the cap is still confusing to me at times. I definitely try, but you can get so far in the weeds, and I follow a couple guys who are a little bit more like cap experts, like Spa Track and Over the Cap, and a couple other guys in the Chiefs world. It is pretty complex, dude. Yo, I think I missed this. Derek with the 5 gifted. How did I miss that? Derek, thanks so much for the 5 gifted after the 20 bomb, dude. Yo, so sorry I missed it. Appreciate you, man. If you got a gifted from Derek earlier, make sure to tell him thank you. Sean with the 11 months said it shows 3.4 million available right now. Jeez. 3.4 million available for the Chiefs right now? That has to include Sneed's 19.8 then. Where are they going to get money for Chris Jones? What are we doing here? Oh, God bless. The cap is not real. I mean, it's real, but it's definitely, you can manipulate it. That's for sure. I mean, look at the Saints. They manipulate the hell out of it every single year. Daniel said, I feel like the Katz brothers are going to drag us through hell again, and I'm uncertain of a positive outcome. Well, you don't really have a lot of time here before free agency legal tampering period begins. It's not the proper phrase, but they don't have very long. So they're not going to drag them. They're not going to drag the Chiefs through the mud in the sense of like taking all the way to a week 1. Because Chris Jones, if he doesn't sign with the Chiefs, he's going to want to sign somewhere. And it's going to happen pretty quick. Aline, hope I'm saying that name right, says I follow a lot of Chiefs channels, but yours is my favorite. Thanks so much. I mean, that means a lot. There's a lot of really good Chiefs channels out there, so the fact that this is the fave like means a lot to me. And dude, the fact that I get to do this for a living, HPTC, you guys, like, the Chiefs community is just the best, man. Chiefs Kingdom is where it's at. Mahomes and Kelce take Tony on a retreat, and he has a 1,000-yard season. Okay, I'm here. I'm here for that. Jack said, semi-non-serious question. Do you think Clark Hunt being accused of being cheap helps Chiefs spin / structure more aggressive cap options for deals this free agency? I don't know, honestly, because most of the complaints about Clark Hunt, it seemed to it was to do with money, but it seemed to specifically be about the training facility. So the amenities of the training facility needing upgraded, and then everything being understaffed. As far as cash spending, he's been middle of the pack. So could he open his pocketbook a little bit more at a chance of chasing the ever elusive three-peat? Like, I think so, but I don't know that if that survey is going to put extra pressure on him to do specifically that. I do hope that it puts pressure on him to upgrade just the outdated facility, the training facility, the locker room, the weight room, make it a little bit bigger if you're able, or at least better staff it, because there's a lot of players saying, hey, we're not able to get treated by the staff, and if we do, it's scheduled for several hours after practice, and then you got to wait your turn, and yeah, so hopefully they can get at least more staff there. Is Andy's son going to be part of the organization again? I don't think so. I would be extremely surprised. Sneed for Justin Jefferson? All right, bet. Dude has $15 billion. Well, I think their family as a whole is worth 15 point something billion. I don't know exactly how much he has, but it's in the billions. So open it up. Let's go, dude. The Chiefs have made you a lot of money. Let's go. Somebody said Bills are better. Drugs are bad. You thought it was $4 billion? I think they're the 4th wealthiest family or ownership group in the NFL. And I thought it was around 15.6 billion, but I could be wrong. 2 billion net worth. Is that just for Clark? Chiefs have 19 million cap space right now. They have 19? You should do a video with Tom Grossi. I did last offseason. Maybe we'll have to do one again. We did a live stream with him. We might have to. The knock on Clark is about the infrastructure. Plus, he's got to be tired of paying for the Super Bowl rings. Oh, darn. Got to pay for more Super Bowl rings. Guys, you got to quit winning them. Oh, Tom Grossi for wide receiver 1. Let's go, dude. I saw he was at the Combine. Conway said, I like you and Arrowhead Addict. Arrowhead Addict are good guys, man. I've been on there a couple times with them. And, dude, I used to listen to Arrowhead Addict long before I ever had a channel. So I enjoyed their show. Specifically when it was Matt Verderam, Matt Connor, and the other two guys whose names are escaping me right now, but they're freaking awesome dudes. One has the mustache. Patrick Allen. And then, who's the guy with the mustache? Dang it. I'm spacing his name right now. Sterling. Thank you, Conway. Yeah, Sterling. Sterling, if Sterling ever hears this, he's going to be like, dude, what the heck, Cole? Like, what the frick, dude? How do you feel about the person from Texas breaking the 40 dash? Yeah, that's Worthy running a 4.21. I mean, that's fast. That's a fast 40. Yeah, Sterling. Yeah, exactly. My bad. It is Sterling. Just spaced it for a minute. Yeah, that was freaking fast, dude. Yo, what's up, Roman? Are you still part of the X Army? Oh, shoot. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't watch a lot of COD content anymore, just keeping up with this channel, but I do try to pop in when I see Expel live and say what's up to him. So for those of you who don't know what the heck's being said, Expel Gaming is a good buddy of mine just throughout the years, and he has a Call of Duty channel of about 300 and something thousand subs. And he's actually the guy who messaged me one day like a year and a half ago, and he said, hey, your channel looks great. You need to start implementing YouTube Shorts. He's like, it'll help your channel. And so I started implementing a bunch of YouTube Shorts, and it's really helped the channel grow. So I'm really grateful for him. And yeah, man, I was just watching a couple of his videos the other day. Yo, Chris with the 25 bomb. Chris, let's go, dude. Appreciate you. Aaron Jacobson with the 15 months. What's up, man? I missed that a couple minutes ago. Said, good evening, Cole. 15 months watching the best Chiefs content. Aaron, let's freaking go, dude. Thanks for the bombs you dropped in the stream recently as well. And the 15 months of the Let's Freaking Go tier. Let's go, man. Sean with the 11 months said it shows 3.4 million available right now. I definitely read that, but I did not shout you out for the 11 months and say thank you with the Red Beard tier. Let's go. Let's go, man. I changed the membership tier names, by the way. So the $5 one, or the entry one, is Let's Go. The middle one is Let's Freaking Go. The last one is How About Those Chiefs? HBTC. Kind of fits the motto, but then it still says Red Beard in parentheses. Let's go. Let's freaking go. How about those Chiefs? I just put all three of them in there. Let's go, dude. Roman, that's awesome, man, that you asked that. Yeah, heck yeah, dude. All the mockers had us drafting Lad McConkey until Worthy did his 40, and now they have he's picking Worthy. Well, I saw I saw Xavier Worthy being mocked to the Chiefs quite a bit. I did see some McConkey, and then there was another one too. I think I saw Adonai Mitchell being drafted to the Chiefs, mocked to the Chiefs rather in the first round, just kind of depending on how the board fell. Yeah, heck yeah, Roman. Appreciate you, man. 170-pound skinny dude running 4.21 is concussion waiting to happen. I mean, we talked about that a little bit earlier. It is Devontae Smith's size. I understand that he might not be, it's not a direct comparison to the player because Devontae Smith he was a Heisman. He was was he a winner or I think just a nominee, right? But either way, he's a great freaking receiver. So yeah, that's pretty little, but if the Chiefs are high enough on him, they could get him, but it's pretty little. Won't be mad if we take McConkey, a faster Julian Edelman. Yes, please. Let's go, dude. Hey, come on, man. Fellow Irishman holding it down in Chiefs Kingdom. I love that. Yeah, I would love that. Please. Let's see here. Abe. I think hopefully that's how you say your name. It's Aybe. Abe. That's what I'm rolling with. Unless you tell me otherwise, let me know. Do you think Cody Schrader would be a great late round pickup or UDFA signing? The running back out of Missouri. I know he hurt like his hamstring or something running the 40, I think. So hopefully he's all right. But yeah, I mean, let's see where Matt Miller had him the 12th ranked running back on his draft board. So I don't know where he's projected to go. But dude, if he falls to the right place and the Chiefs are high enough on the guy, I would love to have, like, local guys are fun, man. Hopefully Felix Anudike-Uzomah balls out a little bit more next year or this upcoming season. He kind of redshirted last year, but dude, you can't rule it out. I mean, they do their due diligence, especially on these guys in the late rounds. Think what they got in Isaiah Pacheco, and then UDFAs. I really feel like the Chiefs do a good job with their UDFAs, and they kind of have a little bit of persuasion now. Like, hey, UDFA, I mean, we're back-to-back champs. You want to come to Kansas City? You could be talking to these running backs, right? Like, hey, if you're running out for a pass, you could be catching some passes from Patrick Mahomes. I feel like you have some bargaining power as the Chiefs, so I mean, if they want a certain guy, especially like a late round guy or a UDFA, you could probably get him. Johnny said, I'd like your channel more if you'd say hi. What up, Johnny? What's up, dude? Appreciate it, man. What are you thinking about the UFL? Just wondering. I don't know. Like, I know the didn't the UFL, wasn't they merged with the XFL, right? So, I don't know. I haven't been following it at all. I'll probably turn the game on, though. Like, if they got games on, in April? Is that when the season starts? I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it. Yo, what up, Nick? What's up, dude? Bro, we finally about to get our franchise QB. Spencer Rattler about to own the AFC West for a century and a half. Who's we? Who do you think's getting him? Who's your team? Thanks so much for the 5, man. Who's your team? Let me know. I feel like I should know this. I can't tell if you're trolling, though. If Sneed gets traded, do you think it should be for a wide receiver or a round 2-3 pick? I mean, I guess it kind of depends on the teams that are in play and if they're willing to part with the receiver or what the needs are there. Because if there's a mutual need of like, hey, we see you got this guy over here, are you willing to trade him and kind of offset some stuff? Maybe. But it could also just simply be for a second or third round pick. If it is for a pick, hopefully they can get around 2, top 50 if possible for Sneed. He was a 4th round pick, but he was top 5, top 10 corner in the NFL. Not per PFF, but screw them because they don't know how to look at L'Jarius Sneed. So we'll see. You're praying for Cody Schrader, the STL dog? What am I missing? What happened? Let's see here. No hands, 4-2-1 ain't crap. He has no hands at all? What happened? Oh, Denver? Okay. Hey, man. Y'all are in a tough situation. I'm not going to lie. The Russell Wilson deal is so bad. Spencer Rattler ran, I don't know how to say his last name, so if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. But he ran a disappointing 40-yard time. Well, how slow? 4.95 second 40? I could run a 40 backwards faster. Just playing. I guess that is kind of slow. I mean, Patrick ran a 4.8. It's not that much slower. He's faster now, obviously. Denver, man. Denver's in a tough spot. Brand with the 17 months as well. Let's freaking go, dude. Nick, thanks again for the 5. I think if the Chiefs win the 3-peat, Kelce retires. Why isn't his contract up? No, it's after 2025. Dude, if they win 3 in a row, I could see it, but I don't know yet. That's kind of 1 year at a time. 1 year at a time. Yeah, Mahomes was 4.8. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Russell Wilson, what a con job that was. I mean, it's kind of on the Broncos a little bit. Like, they traded for Russell Wilson, gave up all those draft picks, which was kind of fine. Like, it was not a great trade looking back, but it was fine. But they extended him before he ever played a single snap with the team. That was the issue. You extended him for an additional however many years, another 3-ish years or whatever. So it was 5-year total, $245 million extension, and he never even played a single snap with your team? That's insane. You on drugs? Might be. It's freaking crazy, dude. Kelce 2 max. Yeah, I think at the conclusion of the 2025 season, he's a free agent. Cole could trade a package Sneed, Tony, Sky for top 20 or top 15 round 1 pick with 2026 compensation or comp pick. Okay. Dang, you want to do Sneed, Tony, and Sky? All 3 of them? Man. So then the Chiefs would have a top 20 pick or top 15 and they have pick 32? I mean, all right. Maybe. Be open to that. If you can, let's go, dude. We'll see what cooks up. Oh, Brand, I'm just now seeing that you had a message with your 17 months. My bad. 421. Does that come with hands that can catch? After the last season, would you guess Veach to look for bigger hands and proven catchability versus speed? Dude, I don't know. Because I think Sky has hands. But you know, that was one thing that he had coming in. They're like, oh, he has hands. But they need speed as well. They got rid of MVS. That was your take the top off guy. Tony can't stay healthy. McCole, their other speed guy, he's a free agent. He might not be back. So they definitely need speed. I'm not saying they draft worthy, but you need somebody that can run wind sprints, dude. And if you can run wind sprints at 4.21 speed, I'm for it. But again, they just need speed. I don't know who it's going to be, but if they want to go get him, let's run it. Apparently the term 3P is legally trademarked by Pat Riley. Is it really? Holy smokes. Yeah, he's about to make some money in 11 months if the Chiefs win. Let's see. This just in. The Chiefs just traded Patrick Mahomes to Chicago for 10 first-round picks. Is that a Bears fan? Please, no. Let's see. Supposedly Sky has freakishly huge hands. Yeah, he does. He does have big hands. Keep McCole. You can maybe bring him back. Yeah, you can maybe bring McCole back. I'm not opposed to it. Stats for Adonai Mitchell. He's 6'4", 195, and dude runs a 4.3, 4.40. I mean, I do like that. I do like that. There's your field stretcher. There's no way he's available at 32, right? I bet we won't even get a receiver since we won one without it last year. Talk about Brett Veach. I mean, they'll get one. I don't know if it'll be a round 1 wide receiver, and they'll get 1 or 2 in free agency for sure, but I don't know if it's going to be like Calvin Ridley. I don't think it would have been Mike Evans if he was available. Holly said, big hands, big heart. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what that made me think of?
I don't know if it's so much that the identity of this team has shifted, but this is far and away the best defense that Patrick Mahomes has had, right? Well, I mean, is it possible that they can ride the D? The defense?
Okay. Listen.
oh, shoot. Big hands, big old defense. Yo, Chaos with a 10. Let's go, dude. Appreciate that. Did you know if Patrick Mahomes gets the three-peat, he'll also be the first QB to have 4 rings by the time he's 40 or 30? You gotta mean 30, right? 4 rings by the time he's 30? Or you actually mean 40? Because if that's 40, that's a crazy number. Not even Brady accomplished that. You have to mean 30, I think. Yeah, when was Montana's 4th? Because I don't know. Dude, thanks so much for the 10, man. That's actually pretty crazy. Yo, Nick's back with another 5. He said, I've been pitching this for a while. Cortland Sutton, Deontay Johnson straight up. Denver needs a deep threat. Pittsburgh needs someone with speed. Ooh. Bro, Sutton was kind of balling last year. Straight up for Deontay Johnson, huh? I mean, I don't mind it, but here's my thing with the Broncos. I don't want y'all to get like that much better. So how much better would trading Cortland for Deontay make the Broncos if you're like, well, it's kind of just here. Okay, cool. But if you're like, nah, it's going to do this. No, thank you. You know, Sean Payton, like I like Sean Payton, but I don't want to see him succeed while he's in Denver. Come on now. Denver already gave the Chiefs a fit one day, and the Raiders did last year. I mean, 30, not 40. Okay, yeah. Yeah, 30. I mean, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, that's insane. 4 rings by the age of 30 is nuts. Is Kirk going to the Falcons? It's looking like it. That's a top landing spot for sure. Dude, I saw a top landing spot for Russell Wilson being the Raiders. If he stays in the AFC West, Russell Wilson stays in the AFC West, the script is real. It's rigged. I'm just playing, but that would be fantastic to keep him in the AFC West. I would not mind that at all. Chiefs might get Mooney. Yeah, Darnell Mooney has been talked about a lot with the Chiefs. I'm not opposed to it. Nate said Broncos decided to suck for 2 years while they got their cap right and to ride out some more Mahomes years. The Grim Reaper is only getting older, but I don't see Mahomes getting worse for another 10 years. I mean, they're not getting their cap right for, a little while. They owe Russell Wilson $85 million in dead cap in 2 years. That's insane. What's even crazier is they're releasing him before the new league year or whatever. They're doing it now. So another $36 million doesn't kick in for him. Huh? Insane, dude. What an insane situation. Yo, Chaos, thanks again for the 5. Well, actually with the 10, then the 5. Nick with the back-to-back 5s. Broncos fan in the house, hanging out as well. Yeah, I meant 30, not 40. That's crazy, Chaos. If you could get 4 rings before the age of 30, unreal. Russ is laughing all the way to the bank. Oh, dude, he's got more money than Chiefsaholic. I mean, come on now. Big Drew said, now that Sean Payton's a Bronco, he's dead to me. It was a good get. Like, he was one of the best coaches available. Brand said Russ wants 2 more Super Bowls. Only way that happens per Cora is if he takes over for Gabbert. Yeah, I made a YouTube short on that the other day. It said, here's 2 scenarios. Russell Wilson could either be the backup for the Chiefs and then let Patrick Mahomes win him a couple rings, or he could use the power of his Wolverine blood to reincarnate the Legion of Doom, bring back Pete Carroll, make Richard Sherman sober, and let the defense carry him to another couple of rings. I was just trolling around. Tranquil or Bolton, which you choosing? Well, Bolton's still under contract, so I don't know exactly. You mean if I only had to pick one? I mean, probably Bolton, but I hope next year or this upcoming year they got both Drew Tranquil and Nick Bolton on the roster, to be honest. Sean. Peyton Manning made a deal with the devil back in 2015 that no other Broncos QB will ever win a Super Bowl ever again. Hey, but he got that ring. Hey, you guys want to see something funny? I actually don't know how funny this is. Have you ever pictured what Andy Reid would look like without his mustache? Look at Andy without his mustache, dude. What is that? That is insane. Somebody commented just now and said you should be arrested for posting this. Oh no. All right, am I in Kansas City? Yeah, I'm in Lee Summit. So, right outside of Kansas City. Jose said, "Oh, hell no." Oh man. Yeah, my editor, Troy, he sent that to me. He's like, "Yo, look at Andy Reid without a mustache." I was like, I'm posting that. Cole, next year we definitely need to draft Kobe Bryant from KU. He could definitely replace Sneed, and he is physical in a lockdown corner and a blitzer. I mean, come on now. Why not? We'll take some KU. We had some K-State. Nick Bolton, we got Mizzou. Bring them all in. I know those guys can't get along. It's so weird. Like, I don't really care about college ball, so like I don't really have a team. But like I'm friends with like a lot of people in Chiefs Kingdom, right? And the next thing I know, they're all like yelling at each other. Oh yeah, typical KU fan, typical K-State fan. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys need to calm down now. Cool, not cool, man, said Max. Dude, he looks crazy without his mustache, dude. He looks crazy. Oh, man. That ain't right. That ain't right. Oh, Storm said, play the Tucker clip. We need to laugh. I mean, we just got a good one, but I got you.
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-year-old 60-yard field goal off the crossbar and through to be.
That clip never gets old either. He kind of looks like 25. Andy Reid? Dude, if Andy Reid without a mustache looks 25, I have to look 12. He kind of does look younger. Made Andy Reid look like he says, "I need to see your receipt, sir." Director said, how do you even slip up like that saying Justin Tucker's banging 60-year-olds? Yeah, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Really don't know what he was watching before he said that. Yeah, Joshua, I don't want to know. Lou said, let's ride out of town. What does Cole look like without his beard? Dude, I got pictures of me without my beard. I can see if I can Photoshop it. No, I just saw a picture. Dude, I just saw a picture of me without my beard. Let me see. Dude, so this is 10 years ago. November 7th, 2014. I was at a chiropractor, buddy of mine. This is me. Look at me, dude. I got hair on my head. I had no beard. People like don't believe me. They're like, that wasn't you. Yeah, it was. I even had biceps then too. That was me. Beardless Cole blasphemy musical said ... Oh no, that's not our Cole, said Sean. Hair migrated. It did. Oh my God, that's funny. What's up, Rachel? How the heck are you? Flacco would be great if priced right. Yeah, I mean, for like a cheapish deal. I mean, because he's what, 31? How old is, we've looked this up. Tyler Lockett age. Yeah, he's 31. He'll be 32 in September. It's getting up there. I missed a super chat. Oh, I did. 2 minutes ago. Dude, thank you. I should clarify. I was raised a split Denver, Pittsburgh Steelers house just outside of Pittsburgh. Hit me up later. We'll talk April things. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. And that's why I was confused because I thought you were a Pittsburgh guy. That's why I was confused. But heck yeah, dude. Appreciate another 5. Let's go, Nick. Let's freaking go, man. April things? Yeah, we got to chat for sure. Because I'm down. Yo, Denise. What up, what up? Holly in here too. And Rachel. Rachel! Sneed would be such a big W if he's here next year. I mean, I hope so, Liam. Identical to his Madden character is crazy. Who, Chris Jones? Becky, what's up? Better late than never. No worries at all. Yo, Aaron with the 20 bomb said, here's some money to buy beard products. Let's go, dude. Hey, I just bought some beard balm the other day. Honest, what is it? Honest Amish. People laugh when I say that. Dude, I'm still laughing at who said that? Musical said ... in response to this picture. Oh, dude. Yeah, the subtitle's kind of sus, actually. But it's fine. It's fine. Baseball question? Oh, okay. It's not. Okay, it's just about the location. I mean, I'm okay with it, I guess. Just is what it is. I'm okay with it. Yo, what's up, Jason? How the heck are you, man? Xavier Worthy mentioned that to Andy Reid. Andy Reid about Madden? Oh, okay. I don't know what you're referring to there. I'd have to go check that out. This is a priceless cold pick. Is that a thumbnail? No, it's not a thumbnail. It's old. It's just an old photo that somebody, a chiropractor buddy of mine, he sent it to me the other day, and he's like, yo, look, this was 10 years ago. Cole cuts it for the three-peat. I mean, bro, if the Chiefs, if you said right now, if you said, yo, if you shave your beard right now and the Chiefs are guaranteed to win a three-peat, I would go get the razors. I would go get the clippers right now. I'd shave it off. If it was a guaranteed three-peat, I would do it. Hopefully you can get fan of the year and meet Tom Grossi sometime. I did meet him when he came to Arrowhead. I mean, I feel like he was well-deserved of fan of the year. I don't know that I deserve fan of the year. I don't even know if I deserve Chiefs fan of the year. Like, I love the Chiefs and hold it down and make content and stuff, but I feel like there's more deserving fans than me. Just people who are always at the game, always invest in a lot of their time to be at a lot of the Chiefs events. I'm just like this hermit that lives in my basement and makes Chiefs videos. But hey, if I ever got nominated, I would definitely be honored. Nebula said, you and Grossi are my two favorite YouTubers. Let's go, dude. Tom Grossi's the freaking GOAT, man. Oh, what are we talking about? Somebody said, keep the beard. Yeah, I'm keeping a beard. Yo, Roman, have a good night, brother. But before I go, got to give my prayers and thoughts to, Lisa Lopez Galvan and her family. Chiefs Kingdom, have a good night. Dude, thanks, man. Yeah, such a sad situation. Just, it was senseless violence at the parade. Didn't need to happen. And she lost her life, and a bunch of people got hit by bullets, and everybody else is good from what I understand. But still it's just such a stupid situation that never needed to happen. Grossi is also a hermit who lives in his base. I mean, that's true. That's true. Hermits unite. Cole, you should at least get to bang the drum. Let's go. I mean, hey, I feel like there's a lot of worthy people for that too, but hey, if I could ever do that, I would not turn that down. How to solve world peace gave everyone a Cole beard. You think that would do that? I don't know. That'd be enough. Thanks again, Aaron, for the 20. Ja Vinci with the 3 months. Let's go, dude. Hey, Cole, do you think Rice will be our wide receiver 1 if we get a vet wide receiver this offseason? Yeah, I mean, from a production standpoint, I think Rashee Rice will probably be the lead receiver. You know, I think Kelce will still have a prominent role, obviously as a tight end, but you know what I mean. They'll get a vet. I don't know who they're going to get. I don't know if that vet would outshine Rice statistically, and based on the Chiefs viewing him as their wide receiver 1, potentially viewing him as their wide receiver 1, maybe that's why you're just going to get a solid 2. But it's just got to be somebody that can show rapport, build rapport quickly with Mahomes and catch balls, and then track a deep ball. Can that be, 1A to 1B? That's fine. We'll take a 1A, 1B. Bro, you're a super fan? I mean, I like to think I'm a big Chiefs fan. But I don't know, dude. I just feel like there's other more deserving people. You know? Cole, you should at least bang a 60-year-old, said McCoy. Oh my gosh. I don't know about all that. It does hold secrets, Rachel. Lots of secrets. You would get so much food in your cold beard? Nah, dude, you just got to eat strategically. Nick said, how to have a cold beard. Be born half. It will happen whether you want it or not at 18. Speaking from experience. My gosh, dude. Hey, my dad can't grow a beard. I don't know where I got this. Chad has reached the perna portion of the stream. True, dude. We're all over the place right now. We are all over the place. Do I watch Scooter Magruder? I mean, I know him from Clickbait, and I see some of his reaction videos. Yeah, man, for sure. What's up, Austin? New member. Chaos, let's go, dude. Thanks so much for the membership, man. Let's go. I don't know what this was. What's this? YMCA. What just happened there? I don't know. Ever had anyone say how much a Chiefs paying you because you're a big fan? Get that all the time when in debates. No, I'm not, but I'm definitely quick to say the Chiefs don't pay me. I'm just a YouTuber, man. I mean, the HBTC community is generous, and then got Google AdSense and some sponsored ads and a little bit of coffee and merch sales, and pay Troy, then pay the bills upstairs and take care of the kids. That's it. That's how it goes around here. Aaron with the 5 gifted. Let's go, man. After the 20 bomb with the 5 gifted. Dude, appreciate that. That's a good idea, Edmund. Get a replica drum. That would actually be fantastic. Be fantastic. I know it's hard to do. Chiefs need to go undefeated. Very hard. I would love it. That would be insane. Oh, I get it, director, for sure. Cole, we need to put Clyde at wide receiver. At least he can catch tutties. Yeah, I mean, he's 5'7" is the problem about keeping him as a more of a wide receiver. I mean, that's pretty small, dude. 5'7". Austin said, I'm not subbing. I already said hi, but it's fine. Are you of Nordic descent? Dude, hey, I can tell you exactly where I'm from because I just signed up for 23andMe and submitted like my DNA test. I got it as a Christmas present. I'm Irish. And what's the other one? Where am I? Here's my results. I'm 99.5% European, go figure. But I'm 53.7% British and Irish. So basically Dublin and the UK are my country matches, very likely. But then I'm 34.6% French and German, with the country that matches the most being Switzerland. I'm a Swiss. I'm an Irish Swiss. A Swiss Irish. I'm a Swiss Irish man. Let's go, dude. Cole, European, gasps in shock. I know. Yeah, that was pretty surprising when I read that. We need Xavier Worthy, that wide receiver from Washington. Hey, man, I'm down. Yeah, I'm a mutt. I am, dude. Dude, I got the Irish in there. Got the Swiss. Let's go, man. Casa, don't be modest. You know more about the Chiefs than quite a few. I mean, I don't know if it's just because I follow people who know so much more than me. It helps keep me humble, but I mean, you learn quite a bit. You know, like the average Chiefs fan, I'm just saying average person, they consume Chiefs content when they're able, but they work full time but this is my full-time job. So I'm just always in the weeds about it, you know, but that's why I do what I do. I try to learn as much as I can, present it in super quick, digestible videos for you guys to consume. And it's been working out really well. So that's always the goal. Keep it going. Nathan's so Irish he gets moonburned. I mean, dude, if it's a full moon outside, I gotta wear sunscreen. That's for sure. Thoughts on the Justin Jefferson trade rumors? I mean, if the Vikings are trying to trade him to get a QB, like I understand it, but I don't know what exact rumors. Like, it's not to the Chiefs. I would be very surprised. You know what I mean? Hey, look at this, guys. I was trying to buy a new website, hbtc.com. $300,000? Are you on meth? No, thank you. No, thanks. Max said, I want a local Mizzou boy, Robinson, and McConkey in this draft. That would be a dream for me. Hey, McConkey's been mocked to the Chiefs a bunch. Musical said, my sisters and I are so Irish we burn if we think about the sun. Dang, that's next level right there. You ready for St. Patty's Day? I mean, I guess. When is it? Is it in March or May? When is St. Patrick's Day, guys? Is that the day I have my first beer of the year? March 17th. That's in 2 weeks. .us is probably $7.99. Well, I already have hbtchiefs.com, and how about those chiefs.com? So that's fine. But I was just like, oh, I wonder what HBTC would be. Yeah, March 17th. It's always March 17th? Oh. Shows you what I know. It's always March 17th? Okay. Holy smokes, I didn't even know that. Dang, we learning today. Have a Guinness, and we need a nice Irish pint. Boot Hardman dude threw Andy and Brett under the bus. Oh, with the comments he made on that podcast. I feel like he was just talking his story up. I don't think anything happened. I don't think there's any tampering. I mean, I did a whole video on it, breaking it down and what could possibly happen, but I just don't think so. I mean, they might look into it, but I don't know if you're going to find anything. I know the Jets GM might push for something, but I don't think they're going to find anything. Would you trade for your beard for Trevor Lawrence hair? Oh, no. Man. Trade the beard for a hair like Trevor Lawrence? Nah, beard staying. Screw that. Your ancestors are ticked? Yeah, they definitely got to be. I need a green Chief shirt for March 17th. What's your favorite Missouri dispensary? Because you'd be lit. Dude, I ain't on nothing. I ain't on nothing. It might look like it, though. I think I'm just tired. But I'm not on nothing, man. Ja Vinci with the 2 said your birthday is March 17th. Let's go, bro. Dude, happy freaking birthday, man. Happy early. Happy early birthday. Let's see. How do you rank every head coach in the AFC West? Dude, I don't know. I feel like Jim Harbaugh is kind of hard to judge at the moment. But I'll go Andy Reid first. I'm probably just going to go. Ooh, gosh. I almost want to go Jim Harbaugh, then Sean Payton, but maybe I'm going to go Payton, Harbaugh, then Peterson. No, Pierce. Antonio Pierce. I don't know why I said Peterson. Peterson? What am I saying? Remember, kids, drugs are bad, except your emergency Coke stash. That's always legal. What, Sean? That might be my order. Mopsix said, what's your favorite dispensary in Missouri? Because you'd be lit. Oh, no. That's hilarious. Bro, there's no way I could do a stream right now on a gummy. No way. Pat who?
Pat who?
Pat Mahomes.
Pat who?
Pat Mahomes.
Pat who?
Pat Mahomes.
Pat who?
Pat Mahomes.
Hey, if Kadarius Toney just came to Kansas City to give us this meme, it was well worth it. It was well worth it. Did I talk about Jason Kelce? Yeah, I talked about him in yesterday's video, but then we talked about him a little bit earlier in the stream. Hey, you guys want to hear something funny that Tyreek Hill said? Here, I want to show you this. All right, listen to this. Tyreek Hill was sharing this story. He was sharing the story of when Mahomes started yelling and cursing at him after the team was playing bad. He started calling everybody out. But what he says to Tyreek is hilarious. You guys got to hear this. This is funny, dude. Here, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this part real quick. Wait. So he said, this was on a Tuesday. The Chiefs were in a bit of a slump. They were playing bad. This was a few years ago. They had Watkins. They had D-Rob. Mahomes calls all these guys up in a meeting on a Tuesday.
He called the whole offense up. This was like on a Tuesday, I believe. He called us all up. He cussed all of us the fuck out. Like, and me and Pat, we go back and forth. Yeah. But that was a moment right there where, like, he stood on business, and it was like,
all right, listen to what he says to Tyreek, because this is hilarious.
hey, bro, I really respect this because he really just called out all his fucking weapons, individually pointed us out, looked us in the fucking eyes, and said, bro, Reed, you think you so fast, but you can't catch the fucking ball. You want to be the best receiver.
Listen to this one more time. Listen to this one more time.
Pointed us out, looked us in the fucking eyes, and said, bro, Reed, you think you so fast, but you can't catch the fucking ball. You want to be the best receiver.
You think you so fast, but you can't catch the fucking ball. Dude, Patrick Mahomes shooting lasers out of his eyes in the meeting room. I mean, holy crap. Mahomes did not care. Tyreek said he was calling everybody out individually, talking about specific stuff. Like, okay, one more time, because that's just fantastic, dude. This one line.
Eyes and said, bro, Reed, you think you so fast, but you can't catch the ball. You want to be the best.
I mean, that is so savage. I don't even know what to say. Oh, that is perfect, dude. It's so good. Oh. Yeah, I like hearing these behind the scenes stories about Patrick Mahomes because he is nice in front of the cameras and like he's great. Obviously, he's a genuine dude. He's a real deal. But when Eric Bieniemy said Patrick Mahomes is a competitive prick and some people took offense to that, I think Eric Bieniemy was just being 100%, dude. Patrick Mahomes wants to win, and he wants to win so bad, he's going to let everybody know. I mean, he's the leader of the team. He's going to let everybody know what he thinks. I mean, when you saw Rashee Rice say something to him, I think in the AFC Championship game, and Mahomes ran up to him on the sideline, and he said, hey, MFer, the ball rolled to me. And then he started cussing at Rice, and Rice is like, all right, fine, all right. Dude, Mahomes got ice in his veins, and he don't play around. He don't play around like that. When he started going off on the ref on the sideline, again, shouldn't have done that, but that's what he be doing behind the scenes, and he just did it out on the sideline. Yeah, that story was funny, and I definitely had to share that with you guys because fantastic. That's some content right there. KC fan with the 3 months. What's up, dude? Said, did I miss this? Okay, no, it's just a minute ago. Evening Cole in the HBTC community. What's up, man? I think we'll keep Jones and trade Sneed for a second and a fourth. Dude, if you can get a second and a fourth for Sneed, fantastic. Sounds good to you, and thanks for all you do. Yeah, it sounds good. I'd love to keep them both, but if they get a deal done with Jones and they can get a second and a fourth for Sneed, like, sounds great. Sounds great, man. Petty Mahomes, he's intense and focused, factual. You think you're so good fast, but you can't even catch the good ball. Oh, man, that's freaking fantastic. Chaos with a 5. Another super chat from Chaos. You should do a short on Bill without Brady and Reed without Mahomes. The Browns did good with Bernie, in 85-90 till built up their team. Dude, have I not done a short on Belichick's record without Brady? It might be on the list. I might have that on the list. No, that's a great idea for a short. I love that idea. Yeah, thanks for that. This offseason, we'll get that one done. Yeah, we can make that one short. We could trigger a bunch of people with that one. There was a guy at the draft combine that did an impression of Mahomes and he was spot on. I'd have to see that. Yo, what's up, Hunter? How are you, man? Well, Veach drafts corners so well, that's why I think that. No, yeah, for sure. And they have Dave Merritt. Very good at drafting late round cornerbacks. Corner, not quarter. Cornerbacks. And they got Dave Merritt, the best defensive backs coach in the game. He's still going to stay on the team. On St. Patrick's Day, Ayuk, Michael Thomas, Patterson, and DeForest Buckner all have birthdays. That's a stat. Whew. That's a stat. No problem, Cole. Thanks for taking the idea. Heck yeah, dude. No, that's a great idea. It'll definitely ruffle some feathers. Dude, you know what ruffled some feathers recently? The short I made on comparing Mahomes' first 7 years in the NFL to Brady. Some people did not like that. They were mad. They were very mad. So happy no team came for Spags before he re-signed him. The 49ers did. They wanted to sign Spags, but the Chiefs got him extended so quickly that didn't happen. Thank God. Fibers said, Fibers Tendons said, why is there everyone acting like there's no chance Sneed will play for the Chiefs on a franchise tag? No, there is a chance. There's a chance. I talked about this earlier. There's a chance that nothing really materializes as far as like a trade and, you know, that the Chiefs are happy with or whatever. And they say, hey, we're going to have you play on the tag. It just seems like they don't want to just have him play on the tag this year. It seems like they would want to let him get a long-term deal if it's not within their budget. But hey, they're well within their rights to just keep him and let him play on the tag. Yeah. So it's not I don't think it's a high chance that happens, but I think it is. There's definitely a chance, probably a small chance, but hey, that could play out and Sneed could be a Chief next year and just play on the tag. I mean, Orlando Brown Jr. did it recently, right? A couple of years ago. He played on the tag. Or it was on the last year of his deal. Did he play on the tag? Or was it the last year of his deal, an extension didn't get reached, and then they opted not to tag him? I can't remember the exact details now with Orlando. One more year with the tag, and then he could get his bag next year with someone else. I mean, that could happen, for sure. Did you ever see the video of Stephen A. Smith laughing at the Cowboys after the playoff loss to the Packers this past year? No. No, but I would need to see that. Somebody said, thanks for the cool nugget of info. What? St. Patrick's Day happens to be Patrick Mahomes' half birthday? Okay, that's insane. What the heck? That's fire. Orlando played on the tag. Thank you. But they offered him a deal, right? And then he bet on himself. Yeah. He said he bet on himself, played on the tag. Yeah, okay, so I think I remembered it right when I was saying this. He bet on himself, didn't take the deal, played on the tag, and the Chiefs didn't tag him in free agency, or I don't think they offered him a deal either. I think they were just done with him. Collab with Benchwarmer Brand. He seems like a good dude. We should do that sometime. Urinating Trees video of Congrats Cowboys, an absolute masterpiece. I need to check it out. And he wanted more money than went to Cincy. Yeah, he's with the Bengals now. Some people can't handle the truth about Brady versus Mahomes' first few years stats. I mean, it is the truth. Mahomes' stats are insane. Here we go. Oh, no. Not the Dak pre-snap cadence. Here we go. I can't stand that, dude. Bengals will be struggling this year with their salary cap. Well, I don't know their situation as well as I know the Chiefs, but I don't think Burrow's extension, like his big cap hits, have hit yet. They might be all right. They got to get something done with Jamar, right? Sooner rather than later. Chiefs 14-3 next season. Super Bowl against the Ravens. Super Bowl against the Ravens? You mean AFC Championship? You do AFC Championship, but then Super Bowl would have to be an NFC team, so maybe the Lions, maybe the... I mean, pick your poison. Hopefully not the 49ers again. Jamar who? Jamar Mahomes. Rich Eisen said the Cowboys might be planning to pay Dak like $50 million this year. Holy smokes. I mean, that's fine. Feel free. Pay that man his money. Yeah, the Lions would be a good one. The Packers. Green Bay or Lions versus Chiefs next year. Let's run it, Nick. I like that a lot. Forgive me if he's already been talked about. Just joining. What's up, awesome? But what are your thoughts on retaining Drew Tranquil? Yeah, we talked about him earlier, and I would love to try to keep Drew Tranquil around. I don't know what kind of deal it would take, but I think he was well worth his weight in gold with Nick Bolton injured half the season. I think it was like a ankle injury at first. Then it was the dislocated thumb that needed surgery. Drew Tranquil was there. And yeah, so if they can work something out with Drew, please bring that man back. Yeah, that's a high priority. I mean, it's not high priority in the sense of like compared to Sneed and Chris Jones, but I think he should be higher up on the list of pending free agents. Who is the most underrated Chiefs free agent you want to see back on a deal? Oh, man. The most underrated? I mean, we might have talked about one of them. James Winchester is pretty freaking underrated. Like, that's an underrated, under-the-radar free agent. The long-time long snapper. Like, I understand you say that, you hear that, and you're like, the long snapper? But, like, really good rapport with Butker. And it was James, Tommy, Butker for the trinity of PATs and field goals. But, I mean, outside of that, I mean, that's like kind of like that's extremely underrated. Who else? I mean, I've seen some people saying McKinnon. Justin Watson, thankfully, is not a free agent, Wendy. He signed a 2-year deal. So he's still under contract. I mean, Drew Tranquil, I don't know how underrated that is, but Drew's got to be up there. Let me think of one more here. What about, like, I mean, you know the big ones. You know Chris Jones, you know Sneed. I would have said Tommy, but I don't think they're going to bring him back because I signed Matt Ariza. Dang. Donovan Smith? Some people don't want him back, but I'm just like, if the Chiefs can't, like, that's an underrated one, maybe. Like, if the Chiefs can't, like, if they're not confident in Wanye Morris, like, he was a serviceable left tackle. I mean, some people say, well, go with Tyron Smith over Donovan Smith. Well, Tyron Smith has barely played in like 4 years. Willie Gay, that's another one. Yeah, I thought of some of the D-line guys too. I thought of Wharton. I was going to say Turk Wharton, actually, Love Dog, like 30 seconds ago. I'm going to say Turk. What about Turk? I don't think Donovan Smith is a necessity to bring back, but he is a serviceable left tackle if it doesn't work out in free agency, they're not high enough on Wanye Morris, or they don't find who they need in the draft. Mike Dana. Dude, I mean, here's my thing. I kind of have Mike Dana as an unrealistic guy to return because I think he's going to get offered enough in free agency by another team. He's just not going to be a realistic option. But Mike Dana, I love that guy. Would love to have him back. Mike Pennell, got to bring him back. He won't sign with a team for a while. Yeah, McCole. He might come back. That's why I put him on the thumbnail. McCole could be back. You never know. Should we bring back CEH? I mean, maybe if, to use him as depth. Like he's a guy that knows the system and could definitely play his role. I think they should still aim to bring somebody else that's got a little bit more firepower, but I wouldn't mind a CEH return if it's like a cheap deal. Like that's fine with me. Nick Allegretti is an underrated one too. He's a free agent, Nathan. Yeah. He wants to go play for a team and be a starter. That's kind of what he said. But Lacey, I got you. Lacey, I got you. 1 second. But yeah, he's kind of said he wants to play for a full-time, or his goal is to play for a team and be a starter. But if he can't, then back to the Chiefs he goes. Somebody wants something about Justin Tucker. I got you, Lacey.
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-yard field goal over the crossbar and through to be.
Yo, and with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Started the stream at 7:50. It is now 9:50. It has been a couple hours. Let me answer Travis's contract question first, though. Can Jawan Taylor's contract be up sooner? That'd be nice. No, it can't. Sadly not. Yeah, that clip never gets old, man. Thank you, Justin Tucker. Appreciate your service. They need people like you in this life. We appreciate you. And I appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for all the dono bombs, all the memberships, all the engaging questions. You guys make it a lot of fun. I always look forward to the Tuesday night hangouts. We'll be back probably Friday. back Friday for the Friday night Q&A. And yeah, say hi to your dog. I will, Jessica. I'm gonna go say hi to her right now. And we'll put out some more free agent news updates this week. Maybe 1 or 2 more videos as we get ready for the league new year next week on the 13th. Maybe the Chiefs will make some moves before then, and we'll have some more players to talk about. But until next time, appreciate you guys. Let's go. Say it with me. Let's freaking go.
How about those Chiefs?